How are you? I'm all the better for knowing that you're there watching this channel. Welcome back. And for those who are new, welcome too, and remember to subscribe. So today I'm just itching to share this new information with you, and it is something I mentioned in my previous video. And today I'll be talking with you guys about how to identify potential employers in the UK and how to even go about applying for those jobs. So myself, I applied for so many jobs, and I am actually confident I have the expertise to advise you guys on how to go about it. So first and foremost, you need to identify a potential employer who has a sponsor license, okay? So do you know, in the UK we have many employers, many businesses, but then once an employer does not have a sponsor license, then he'll not be able to employ you to his or her company, okay? So the sponsor license is what allows someone who is international person, like someone who is living out of the UK to apply to come to the UK. So first and foremost, potential employers must have a sponsor license. Secondly, when you identify a job that you would like to apply, you need to ensure you know the requirements that they are looking for. So that will help you when you're now writing your CV or adjusting your CV. You are writing everything that they require. One thing that I came to find out is that they are very strict with their experience, like the time you have experience in the job that you want to apply for. So for instance, the job requires you to have 3 years experience. You better have the 3 years experience or more. That is even better. So you need to at least know what do they require for you to at least know whether you are fitting in within or you're not. So that is very important. Once you have identified your employer, you have your CV ready. The other thing is, of course, sending it, and the means of communication is normally emails. When I was back home, I honestly don't remember checking my emails, but when I came to this country, I realized how important checking your emails is. And also during that time that I was applying for jobs, I realized it is very important to be up to date with your emails. So once you have applied for the job, you need to always check your emails for response, if at all they need anything extra, or if at all, just have it, the way you have your WhatsApp, when there's a message you get notified, ensure your email is the same way. Then once you have already done that, you need to remember, for you to come to the UK, you need to prove that you have you're proficient in English. And what they do is you have to sit for an IELTS exam, and so that tests your English. And you have different kinds of English exams. Like if you're coming on spouse visa, you'll be doing a B2. If you're coming for skilled worker visa, you'll be doing a general IELTS. If you're coming for seasonal worker, you have different kind of English depending on what you've applied for. So you need to study for your English and what is normally in English exam. So for instance, the skilled worker visa, you find that they will test you on your reading skills, and that is just a passage. Then you show that you understand the passage. Secondly, they will test you on your listening skills, and that is whereby you have a computer speaking in the English, UK English, UK English, and they will test to check whether you understand what the person was saying by asking you questions after listening to the video. And then we have writing skills, and this is whereby you are tested they test you to see whether you're able to write in correct grammar. And finally we have speaking, and that was my favorite. Anyway, so speaking is whereby they check, or rather you have an examiner who asks you questions and you answer in English and express yourself in English to just prove that you're good in your English. So once you have done your English exam, and you can always study for these English exams on YouTube, you don't have to get a tutor. No, these are things once you're dedicated and you know what you're looking for, YouTube has enough videos to just take you through your English, like revising for your English. Then after that, we proceed to TB test. Before coming here, you need to like do a TB test. And this TB test shows that you're good, like your lungs are not infected with anything. And if you're in the process of coming abroad and you know you have been abusing substances that may affect your lungs, then you need to be careful and reduce them, because sometimes the x-ray, like you do an x-ray and it might show on that. So just have these things in mind. So once you've done your TB test, and the other interesting thing you need to know is that you just don't do it in any hospital. It has to be a hospital that is recognized by the UK. And mine, I did it in Gigiri. We have a hospital in Gigiri. So it's not a thing that tutasema ati I'll just go to a hospital, tell them to just give me a clean one. No, that does not happen. So once you've done your TB, you need to be ready for traveling. Okay, so you need to at least have some amount of money set aside, because you'll need your air ticket money. You'll need, at least when you get to the UK, the amount of money you'll have before you start going to work. Not going to work, but before you get paid your first salary, you need to at least have some money. And with that done, I'm wishing you all the best. And if you have questions, please feel free to just ask me. I will tackle them. Bye.